Hi there, I'm Alkistis, a mother, a business owner, and a podcaster. I'm absolutely thrilled to embark on this healing journey with you. EmpowHERed Podcast is about inspiration, wisdom, and empowerment. Here we'll shine a light on the complexities of womanhood, from navigating our appearance to managing relationships and finances. It's no secret that womanhood can be disorienting at times. Yet there's still so much taboo and mystery surrounding these topics, leaving us feeling like we're expected to have it all sorted. But I am here on a mission to create a guide, a place, a sacred space where you can find inspiration, reclaim your power, and embrace your fullness of womanhood. Together, we'll navigate through the challenges and celebrate the beauty and the light that shines within us. I am your host, Alkistis, and welcome on board. Today, I want to talk to you about the transformative power of rituals and why they are so essential for grounding ourselves in a world that seems increasingly chaotic and overwhelming. In a world where our attention is constantly pulled in a million different directions, rituals offer us a way to anchor ourselves, to reconnect with our inner selves, and to find meaning and purpose in the midst of chaos. In a world that's constantly rushing forward, rituals offer us a way to slow down and ground ourselves in the present moment. In today's fast-paced world where social media bombards us with a constant stream of information and distractions, it's becoming increasingly difficult to stay grounded in the present moment. We find ourselves swept away by the relentless tide of notifications, updates, messages, constantly pulled away from the here and now. And this is where rituals come in a powerful antidote to the chaos of modern life. By incorporating rituals into our daily routines, we create sacred moments of pause and reflection, allowing us to slow down and reconnect with the present moment. You know, it's pretty fascinating how much social media and technology have changed the way we think and pay attention. Did you know that studies have actually shown that our attention spans have decreased over the years? Particularly due to the rise of digital media, one widely cited study has shown that human attention span dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to just 8 seconds in 2015. Imagine what's going to happen to our children. They're growing up in a world where screens are everywhere, and it's hard to escape all the distractions. With all the constant stimuli and entertainment at their fingertips, it's no wonder they have a hard time focusing on one thing for too long. And that obviously will lead to implications for their learning and development, especially in the school system and the education, the way it's built. I remember myself growing up being all day out, and until I had my mom scream at me to get back home, I was always out in the nature, cycling, playing with my friends, looking for daisies, cutting flowers, playing ball. And that seems like a lifetime ago. But you know what? It's not as dark as it seems. I think as parents, we have a really important role to play in helping our kids navigate this digital landscape. Setting boundaries around screen time and teaching them about online safety are definitely important steps we can take to protect them. But you know what might be more powerful? Being a role model for them. Our kids look up to us and learn so much from watching how we interact with technology. So if they see us constantly glued to our phones or tablets, they're going to think that that's a normal behavior. But if they see us setting healthy boundaries around our own screen time, prioritizing face-to-face interaction, and being mindful about how we use technology, they're much more likely to follow the suit. I strongly think that we learn by example, and sometimes words are just words that go and vanish somewhere in the universe, whereas our actions are much more valuable. So this is where rituals come in. Rituals serve as anchor points throughout the day, providing moments of pause and reflection in the midst of busy schedules. I mean, I don't know if you're a parent, but these mornings where you wake up and everything is so fast and you just need to get so much in, oh my God. These are the moments where rituals really are the most grounding thing that one can hold on to. So whatever your rituals may look for you, whether it's a morning gratitude practice, an afternoon walk, or an evening ritual of journaling, or doing your skincare, your meditation, these moments of ritualized self-care help ground amidst the constant stream of our chaotic lives. One of my die-hard rituals that led me to create Alchemia Self-Care Rituals is the sanctuary within our home, the place where you go and it's your bath time. So bath time can be a sacred space, a sanctuary within your home where you can leave behind your worries and stresses of the outside world, where I always light my candles, I play some soft music, I light my Palo Santo, and I just surrender with the water. Water is an incredibly powerful force, one that has the ability to both soothe and invigorate, to cleanse and to renew. From the gentle trickle of a stream to the roaring crash of the ocean waves, water holds within an energy that is both transformative and healing. So in this mindful bath ritual, I always imagine like water becoming a symbol of purification, a medium through which we can wash away the stresses and the worries of the day and emerge a feeling of refreshed and renewed. As we immerse ourselves in the warm embrace of water, we are invited to let go of tension, resistance, and just wash away the stress of the everyday life, the toxicity that we are exposed to, and all these things that we consume daily. So the power of water doesn't only lie on its ability to cleanse and purify, but its own capacity to remind us of our own resilience and strength. So as we soak in the warm embrace of water, we are reminded that of our own capacity for renewal and transformation, and for the endless possibilities that lie ahead. In this way, water is not just a physical element, but a source of inspiration and empowerment. A reminder that no matter what challenges we may face, we have within us the power to rise above and emerge stronger and more resilient than before. At this point, I want to share my own personal thoughts around bath. I have had a challenging upbringing. I was raised in a house where it was so busy and noisy and loud, and I had many siblings and people were always in the house. So I think I connected with the bath so much because it was the one and only place where I could be alone, I could find solace. And after becoming a mother, my relationship with the bath has become even stronger, as it is the only place I go to where I can just fully be myself. I can just retreat from the chaos of the world and anything that's around me and be completely alone with my thoughts. It's a place where I can strip away the layers of stress, any tension that weigh me down throughout the day, and simply be myself without anyone expecting anything from me. As a mom, a business owner, a wife, it often feels like the weight of the world is resting on my shoulders. There's a constant pressure to meet everyone's expectations, to be the perfect parents, the successful entrepreneur, the supportive partner, and the dependable friend. And it can be increasingly overwhelming at times, leaving me feel like I'm constantly juggling in a million things at once with no end in sight. But here's one thing. No one expects me to be a superhuman, except for maybe myself. In reality, my loved ones don't expect me to have it all figured out all the time. They understand that I'm only human and that I have my limitations, just like everyone else. And it's surprising that even my kids, who are like 5.5 and 4, so often when I just take a moment and a breath and I explain to them, for example, that it's been a hard day for me and I just need a second to just breathe and get into my room, perhaps do some skincare or have a shower or go for a power walk. It's surprising to see how they are so understanding. And so many times I think that it's like mostly me against myself. And yet somehow I still find myself striving for the impossible standard of perfection, afraid to let anyone down or to show any signs of weakness. So as I navigate this journey of motherhood, entrepreneurship, marriage, and friendship, I try to remind myself to be kind to myself, to give myself grace, and to remember that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Because at the end of the day, what truly matters is not how well I meet others' expectations, but how well I take care of myself and those that I love. And that's something worth striving for, no matter what. So in this episode, I want to take a deep dive into the rituals that have become lifelines for me. Rituals that allow me to let go of the pressure to constantly perform and simply embrace myself for who I am. There are days which feel like it's so easy to get caught up in the endless cycle of expectation and responsibilities. But through these rituals, I've discovered a way to carve out moments of peace and acceptance amidst the chaos of the everyday. One of the rituals that have been particularly transforming for me in the morning have been to just simply wake up 1 or 2 hours before everyone else. And each day, before the hassle and the bustle begins, I just take a few moments to sit in stillness and silence, allowing myself to simply be. In these precious moments, I begin the day with a hot cup of water with lemon, and I let go of the constant doing and achieving and instead just focus on cultivating a sense of presence and self-awareness. For me, this ritual has become a sacred morning tradition, a gentle reminder to slow down, nourish my body, and set a positive tone for the day ahead. For many years, caffeine was a constant presence in my life, a crutch that I relied on to get me through the day, to keep me alert and focused, and to provide a temporary boost of energy when I needed it the most. So I recently have started homeopathy which has amazing benefits already in my body, my mind. I can feel it all over. But the decision to quit caffeine has started a new chapter in my life, one eager to explore and share with you in a future episode where I can dive deeper into this journey and exploring more the reasons behind my decision and the challenges I faced along the way and the profound impact it has had in my physical, mental, and emotional well-being. However, that was a ritual that was very hard for me because after my water and lemon cup of tea, I always was craving a cup of coffee or a matcha with almond milk. So that has been something that I am working on, and of course, I am now not craving it in the sense of the caffeine that I need, but still it's like the mind game that is giving me sometimes hard time to just get past it. Journaling has been a ritual very essential in my daily life, a practice that I swear by for its transformative power and profound impact on my life. In this episode, I want to share with you why journaling has become such a cornerstone of my self-care practice and how it has helped me navigate the ups and downs of my life with a greater clarity, insight, and resilience. Every day, without fail, I set aside time to put pen and paper and pour out my thoughts, feelings, and experiences onto the blank pages of my journal. It's a place where I am allowed to express myself authentically without fear of judgment or censorship. In the pages of my journal, I find solace, clarity, and a sense of connection to myself and the world around me. It's this one place where I can also just say and express how I feel with literally nobody watching me, hearing me. It's like me and my thoughts. But it's not just that I record my thoughts, it's also a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal growth. Through the act of writing, I am able to truly understand my deepest fears, hopes, and dreams, and uncover insights and revelations that might otherwise remain hidden. I'm also a great believer in manifestation, which I can go deeper into another episode, which is a practice that I also work and practice into my everyday life. But for me, it's like a way of prioritizing my own well-being and nourishing my soul. And it really feels like a practice that grounds me, centers me, and reminds me what truly matters in life. So as we come to an end for this episode, I want to leave you with a gentle reminder of the power of routines and rituals in our lives. Whether it's the mindful skincare routine that nourishes our skin and soothes our soul, the practice of journaling that helps us make sense of our thoughts and emotions, or the stretching of our body that brings us back to the present moment and honors our physical well-being, or the act of reading inspiring books from those we admire, each of these practices hold the potential to enrich our lives in meaningful ways. As you go through your day, I want you to remember that it's the little things you come back to daily that become the big things in your life. So no matter where I am, I take my routine with me because it's these habits that have the power to change you and your life. So I encourage you to embrace your routines with intention and mindfulness. And remember, it's these simple acts of self-care and self-reflection that have the power to transform not only our days, but our lives as a whole.